Welcome back to First Take. The Lakers season done after being swept by the Thunder. Now the biggest question that surrounds the Lakers is the future of both Austin Reeves and LeBron James, who is a true free agent this offseason. Yesterday, the Lakers held exit interviews and Rob Pelinka spoke to the media and weighed in on LeBron's future in Los Angeles.
In terms of LeBron, we probably haven't seen a player that has honored the game to the extent that he's honored the game. He's given so much to his teammates, to this organization. And the thing we want to do more than anything else is honor him back. And I think the first order of business there is allowing him to spend the time he needs to decide what his next step are. Does he want to play another year in the NBA? Of course, any team, including ours, would love to have LeBron James on their roster. That's a blessing in itself, just with what he does.
Okay, so positive words from Pelinka about LeBron James. Look, including the team's first-round draft pick, Austin Reeves free agent hold, DeAndre Ayton, and the Marcus Smart contracts. The Lakers have $47 million in cap space heading into the offseason. LeBron James, again, a free agent. All eyes will be there and where he decides to go. So, Stephen A., has LeBron played his last game in a Lakers jersey?
I think it's possible. I don't know definitively, of course. Shoot, at this particular moment, neither does he. But he's an unrestricted free agent, and it was good to see Rob Pelinka say the things that he said with J.J. Redick right there. Obviously, J.J.'s done a good job, a damn good job as far as I'm concerned. He's the coach for the Lakers for the foreseeable future. I don't think anybody can sit up there and poo-poo that in any way. So it's nice to have your coach in play and what have you. But they got to make a decision. And I think Big Perk has alluded to this on several occasions when it comes to Luka and Austin Reeves. It's what Luka ain't going anywhere. But you got to make a decision about Austin Reeves now. Because Austin Reeves only getting about $14 million. He's worth, in today's NBA economy, at least 35.
No.
At least $35 million a year. At least, okay? But if you're the Lakers, he has shown you, him and Luka, that ain't going to get it done. That ain't going to get it done. So what are you going to do? Are you going to use him and trade him for, equitable assets or whatever, sign and trade him or whatever? And then you're talking about LeBron. LeBron's an unrestricted free agent. But they spent the year essentially letting everybody know this is Luka's team. He's the future, even though he wasn't the one on the basketball court because he was injured. While the 41-year-old in his 23rd season was the one that was healthy and had to carry the load. And there's only but so much you can expect him to do when he's got to go up against the reigning defending NBA champions. So if you're LeBron James, you've got some decisions you make. You got options, all right? You can stay in Los Angeles. That would clearly be a lifestyle decision more so than a basketball decision because I think we all know the Los Angeles Lakers ain't winning no damn championship. Not with San Antonio, Minnesota, Oklahoma City in the same conference. You ain't win no damn championship anytime in the foreseeable future. It's just not going to happen, okay? So you got that out the way. It's a lifestyle change. You could go to Cleveland, okay, because as a free agent, with the pieces that they have and wouldn't need to trade anybody for you to add him to that mix, you'd automatically be the favorites in the East. Or you could go to New York City because they don't have to give up anything either, and you could put an extra $500 million in your pocket because you playing right down the block from Wall Street and those James Dolan connections and all of this other stuff. These are the options that LeBron James says. Or you could go to Golden State and decide to team up with Steph Curry. You literally have your pick of the litter because you are an unrestricted free agent. You can do what you want, and money is not an issue for him.
Well, the one thing I'm going to say about Pelinka, about what he's done for the game, the issue that I have with LeBron, he's been in a million teams. Cleveland twice, Miami, and the Lakers. When you look at the legendary players...
Sound like four.
Well, when you look at no, it's two different Cleveland teams.
I'm saying it sound like 4 teams.
Well, but 4 teams, 3 franchises. When you look at the Jordans and the Birds and the Magics and the Kareems and people like that, the all-time, those kind, they are the one team.
But they didn't play as long. They didn't play.
I don't know. Russell played 13 years. Okay, 23 years. Again, the great player usually stays with the same team. LeBron left Cleveland to go search for a championship in Miami. Goes back to Cleveland, goes to L.A. Now he's going to go somewhere else. That hurts with the average sports fan. That hurts his legacy. If you think it doesn't, it does, especially in the NBA. This is not a situation where, bouncing around team to team to team. That, I don't like that. Because I think he should have stayed with the Cavaliers to begin with. But he didn't. He went to LA. He's not going to go back to Cleveland now. He's already won in Cleveland. He's not going to go to the Knicks. He's not going to do that. He's going to stay in L.A., and he's going to basically beat his head against the wall because he's not going to beat Oklahoma City and San Antonio. The days of LeBron winning a championship is over because he's not going to a team in the Eastern Conference where that could be the difference. So he's going to stay in L.A. because why would he go back to Cleveland? He's already won in Cleveland. Why go back there and lose? That doesn't make any sense. The Knicks.
Who says he's going to lose?
Oh, he's going to lose in the final.
I mean, you don't
He's
know
gonna
that.
lose in the final.
You don't know that with everything else they got there. You don't know that.